Hey everybody, it's TM, she, her. We are back in Story's Path of Destinies. And once
Maybe it
again,
was the cold,
fiddling with
but after a
volume.
few steps, Reynardo's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Reynardo dare use the Sky Ripper? Oh, he
Why
hated that he
don't
had chosen this path.
why don't we
It was
have
so much
health?
simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies, even
Oh,
if
you
some
can
of those
skip
friends were
dialogue.
more
Oh,
trouble
that's
than
neat
his
to
enemies.
know.
Some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay, it wasn't all that much simpler.
I'm
No.
just remembering how
Physics
to
made his
play.
brain hurt. That,
Wow,
at least he was sure
he
of.
talks about physics. Okay, swords. What can I do with swords? I can upgrade my sword. But we still want those other swords, yeah. So we can get through doors. Swords for doors. Swords for doors, everybody. Yeah, this is Stories, Path of Destinies. We're still playing this. Yep, that's it. Why did it start me with such low
What were these
health?
poles exactly? Parking meters from the time of the lost gods?
Parking meters. Where, do gods park a lot? Do gods need parking meters? I don't know, maybe. I just don't think that's the most logical explanation for the polls, but I don't know. It could be, you know? I mean, I'm willing to hear you out. Oh crap. Oh, it's one of you. Oh shit. Okay, I thought I was gonna get hurted there, but I did not. I would really like health, by the way. Can we consider that game? Oh, you got stuck behind that barrel.
Smell any better
Oh,
dead,
there's some health.
Reynardo
Thank
thought.
you. That's much better. So yeah, we're back in this. I've said that like 12 times now. I could shut up and just play the game, huh? Hope you all enjoyed KO's misadventure yesterday, or if you haven't, I hope you'll go look at it. So, yeah, I need Ice Sword for Ice Door. That's silly to me. I think it should be
It was
Fire Sword for Ice
definitely
Door.
easier to fight inanimate objects.
Oh, it is definitely easier to fight inanimate objects. I can go... So there's a few paths. I can go through this path. Okay, and you don't need to switch... You don't need to switch swords if you just want a sword. That's also good to know.
Reynardo felt ready to become faster,
Oh,
stronger,
got a level.
bolder. If only he could figure out which.
Yeah, there's a lot of options there, huh? How will we figure out what to become? Probably based on what we can do. So this game doesn't have a ton of enemy types, huh? Well, I don't know. It feels like... See, it feels like we're almost through the story, but I feel like there's gonna be more than one loop through this game. Even for just, like,
Tried to
a
focus
casual
on the
play,
now.
right?
The ravens who seemed everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? Ooh, he didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks.
Why
Maybe
not?
Calveras would help. He would make Reynardo feel better about using the Sky Ripper.
Oh,
And
because
then Reynardo
then you
wouldn't
feel
have to worry
sad.
about ravens ever again.
Yeah. Because you're like, what if I'm killing like parents of children? Yeah, I mean you could be. You just gotta come to terms with that, Reynardo. Quite frankly, if you're going to do shit like this, you gotta come to terms with the fact that you're gonna kill a few families. Like, you're not gonna intentionally kill the whole family structure. But you are going to ruin several families' existences. Can't go over there, but I couldn't do anything there anyway, so... Guess that's okay. I like all these crumbling platforms, that's fun. There we go. I could have
Reynardo
put
had
that wall
sacrificed
back
a friend
up.
for the Sky Ripper.
That would have been better.
It would be worth it if he could bring a super weapon to the rebellion. But the scientists had ruined everything.
That's how Republicans talk about scientists. These scientists are ruining everything. They say as the scientists are like, please care about people. Yeah. What is this? A more damage on counter. I'm gonna buy some health. I'm gonna buy us a little health to get through the day.
Calaveras had never let him down.
Yeah, of course I can make it work better.
Oh,
But
finished the
when
level
Reynardo
without
explained
damage.
about the strings, Calaveras grew thoughtful.
Oh, strings, you say? Well, the Arcana do speak of the ties that bind the world.
He drew many intricate symbols in the dirt.
Yeah, so, according to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 120 chance you'll destroy the universe.
Oh, well, that's
Pretty good odds.
pretty good, yeah.
That's like rolling, what, 21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
What? No! It's more like 2.716s in a row.
Anyway, with those odds, it won't happen if I use it just once.
What? No. That's so not right. Each time you use it... Okay, look. Just don't use it ever. At all.
Oh, I really want to use it
All
now.
right, I guess.
I
As he
guess.
sailed away from the mountains, Reynardo could see clouds darkening. Rain? No. Ships. Imperial ships, swarming thick as bees.
Thick as
This
bees.
was it. The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one. What if it did not go well? What if he had to use the Sky Ripper? Could he gamble the universe?
Yeah, why
On
not?
the other hand, what were the odds of rolling 21 sixes in a row?
What are the odds of rolling 21 sixes in a row? Okay, so yeah, now we're at the finale, but I've got a
Battle was
feeling
not
we're gonna
going
loop.
spectacularly well. What had the rebels been thinking? They'd been thinking he would bring the Sky Ripper, or the Iblis Stone, or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow, or turn her. Couldn't he use the Sky Ripper just once? After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time. They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right?
Yeah, this is
Wasn't
how
sure that it
statistics
was
work
right.
for us. What the? 322? 322 is back,
So he
everybody.
didn't fire the Sky Ripper. He just brought it along, in case.
My mouse is on the screen, but not on the recording, so... Okay, well, it's gone now. That was interesting. So we're gonna use the Sky Ripper after being told not to use the Sky Ripper. Got
He
it.
wasn't that good. Yet.
It seems like a brilliant idea. Yeah, the thing we're really wondering about is the bit about the multiple truths that talks about in the menu. Whoa. You got a combo going, huh? Oh, shit. I saw them coming. I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out in time. Oh, shit. My health. I'm dead. Well, I finished a level without dying. Or without getting hurt at all. And then I finish a level. Well, I don't finish the level. And I see my first death. Okay. Just still got it. Just gotta fight a little better. Yeah, once that Warlock shows up, I really need to focus on him and also not get distracted for a second to get stabbed there. Oh shit, yeah. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now I've got like, what, one man left? He's dead. They're all dead. Now we go on the big teleporter.
Reynardo really hated inanimate objects.
I mean, sometimes you do hate inanimate objects. Something personification of objects under autism. Hello. What's over this way? It's a chest. Who could have guessed? You can definitely tell this game isn't quite as, interesting as Omen Sight in terms of the ambition of storytelling. Not ambition of storytelling, that's clearly here, but ambition of gameplay. Oh crap. I feel like Omen Sight definitely had more ambition to itself. But, you know, it's interesting to see where the dev team started. There's no...
Probably not.
We checked. I don't think they've made another game since Omen Sight, which is a shame because we would really like to see more games from this dev team. I think they got some good stuff going on. And also, you know, furries. Furries know how to make games, everybody. I don't know what it is about being a furry that makes people so capable at making games, but furry games, right? Furry games. Like Star Fox 64. Everyone was clearly a furry.
No spitting.
No spitting. I'll spit on that. Ah, there's a warlock. Oh shit. Ah, crap. Okay, I need to get over here. Just tearing through all these ravens. Can that ignite? I like how there's little planks that just kind of popped off. Oh, I have to not be drinking water.
On the other hand, 128 chances to win, but one of them would destroy the universe. That seemed a bit serious. Maybe
Yeah?
he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Sky Ripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards,
Okay.
when you had 3 knaves, but
I'll get it next time.
Fizzbin. That could work.
We just have this super weapon we can't use. Okay, finally let me get on here.
He was sort of yanking his own chain, wasn't he?
Well, I hope not. This is a, this is gonna go on YouTube, not Pornhub. I mean, if Reynardo wants to yank his own chain, though, you know, I think there'd be plenty of interested parties. Oh, crap, okay. I don't understand why that thing ignites. Oh, I did not time that, and yet I got lucky. Sometimes you just need to rely on luck. That's what I think, so I think we should definitely fire the Sky Ripper, like 1 in 128, that's great odds. That's like, yeah, you fire it once, that's fine. You gotta think in terms of like Russian rouletting it. If it was Russian roulette, and the odds were 1 in 128, well, you'd have 127 chances to point that gun at your head, right? Oh, Shield Man, there's a 3rd enemy type. Grab and throw another grunt into him. Oh, well, I killed the other grunt. It's gonna ruin that idea. How do I grab again? Okay. Okay, there we go. I just had to remember how to do stuff. Ah, he blocks the grunt with another grunt. That's clever. You hit a man with glasses. That's clever. Oh. Well, you got some big boys over there. We got 2 Chivos.
He would bluff if he had to. Zenobia came out, flanked by a very daunting platoon of ravens. You won't actually use that, she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing.
You didn't really try all the Zenobia voice
I
on.
know the odds. Good. Because there's a real chance you could destroy the universe. No, not the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What? No. Yeah, sure. The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up if I use it a bunch more times. No, but that's not how odds work. Didn't you pay attention in class? Now surrender, or I'll use it. Just once, he said. Don't. He felt sure the odds were with him. He had to go with his gut. That's what heroes do.
Yeah, that's what I would do here.
Fire, he said. Please? The Sky Ripper fired. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. It was awesome. And then he noticed there was a hole in the air. A blackness, like a tear in a parchment.
Oh no.
Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew
Well,
larger.
Reynardo's
and
just
even
unlucky
larger.
then,
Crates fell
when you
upwards
think
into
about it.
And the world itself seemed bent.
Like, there were
like the
127
reflection in a
times when he
mirror
fired
as
and
it
that didn't
poured into
happen.
the ravenous hole. Ah, 1 in 128. Thought Reynardo. And then
The odds are
into the
1 in
hole.
128.
He was gone.
Oh, that's good.
That was weird. He could have sworn he just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been
Oh.
nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly.
Okay, so we learned something. New location unlocked. So this is a little Shadow the Hedgehog here. I see some truths. So that looks like the rabbit, maybe the kid, and that looks like Zenobia. So we want to get all the truths, and that'll get us the true ending. Okay.
He'd made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning.
Yeah, okay. We're
He
getting
realized
loopy.
that his adventure was just
For
beginning.
sure.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced.
Yeah, but we
Reynardo
went that
knew
path,
that using
and
it
it
was
hasn't marked.
catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had
Oh, a
risen out of
temple
empty
had
desert.
risen.
The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Reynardo. On the other hand, his old
Okay,
friend
so
Lapino needed rescue.
the exclamation marks
Lapino
tell
was
us
no
things we
game
haven't
changer, but
gone
could
down yet.
Reynardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
So if I hit view stories, okay, and this will show all of this then. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool way to do this. It's a little Shadow the Hedgehog. Mysterious Temple sounds interesting. I'm gonna go with Lapino first, though, because we haven't done this yet.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet
Oh,
reached
no.
him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
I like how Pegasus looks there. It's got a doofy face.
Lapino had apparently managed to
So if I'd
confuse
known,
the judge
we would have
by
done a full
arguing
story
that
the
he
first
hadn't
time, but now
actually
we're going to be
stolen the
all
winged horse. He'd only sold it.
rabbit season.
Wait. Where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the ravens?
But yeah, if we'd known, we would have just done a full story the
Get all
first time.
ingredients for a pretty nifty sword.
But I guess we will just do whatever at this point. Still need more water essence and more wind essence. Okay. I really want those other swords. Especially if we're looping. We want our swords before we even think about upgrading anything else. Whee! I see some ravens. See some ravens. Yep, they're just hanging around. Hanging out. Hanging out.
The ravens had taken the town.
Hanging out with the family.
Reynardo had seen villages emptied like this. All the people taken away to be sacrificed in the Emperor's secret rituals. Reynardo hoped the people were just hiding.
Well, that's a nice hope, Reynardo. I don't know about that, though.
Through if they think you're hot enough.
Well, I'm hot. Trust me, I'm blazing, baby. Oh, got another Chivo. We are getting quite a few Chivos along our path here. So what's in... So this is a real fancy chest. What's it got for me? Oh, some wind essence. Well, that is... Oh, and a gem. We got our first gem. Well, that's pretty good. Shield Breaker sounds like it will be very useful to us too. Where are we? Oh. Yes, I know. I know
Reynardo
now.
felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
I don't think Reynardo would do well in school. Okay, so now we can get tier 2 up. Oh, we can just hook the shield. Dash through enemies. Okay, that's interesting. Clear enemy on your sword. That's just more health. That's more stamina. Okay. Let's get that shield hooking. That sounds useful.
Extraordinary.
Oh, I did not mean to buy that. I did not mean to buy that. Whoopsie doodle. Can I unbuy that? Nope. Well, we got dash through enemies now, everybody. Oops. I was just kind of hitting buttons because, I don't know. I didn't see where the number was, so I was just hitting buttons because I was like, I don't know if I still have skill points because I did not see the number that said you have skill points. So I just spent a skill point by accident. Look though. We can do that now. That might be pretty good when we're getting scared of a warlock. Right? Shield Man. Shield Man. Shield Man was hiding. The
Ravens were landing everywhere.
enemy AI seems a little stupid sometimes.
If they got to Lapino first,
They get stuck
they'd
on
eat him for
objects a lot.
breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lapino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
I don't know. We'll find out. Just give me a second. Just let me find out, man. I wish you could respec skills then. Now that I fucked up. We've been playing Persona 5 Tactica off stream, and one of the things we really like about that game is, oh yeah, see this guy gets some dashing throughs going. Yeah, one of the things we really like about Persona 5 Tactica is, you can respec at any time for free. So, your skill choices don't...
Was that your shield?
Like, they matter in the moment, but it's like, if you make a bad choice, you can just respec, and it doesn't matter. I think that's real nice. Like, I think it's fair when games are like hide respecking or make you pay for it too. Like, that's more than fair, but can't go that way yet. Can I get some health though? I could just tear through. I could tear through destructibles now with the dash. Well, that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm disappointed this doesn't have any respecking.
Barely landed a claw.
So I guess we will just keep on with our dash through. We just got it now. Might as well keep using it. Oh, it's Lapino.
Dirty
He looks
and
not
bloody,
good.
Reynardo finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Reynardo recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck.
His
I thought
favorite
you were in
deck?
danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Sounds
Capture
pretty
the Emperor's greatest
easy
general,
peasy
who
lemon
also happened to
squeezy.
be a deadly sorcerer and his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
So there's a path wherein we only get. Why is it? Hey, why is it suddenly PlayStation symbols instead of Xbox symbols? What? Okay, now it's normal again. Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's go to Zenobia.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Reynardo's best friend in Sword Fu School.
Sword
and you're still
Fu
mad
School.
for her. The rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the Master Spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
So I wonder
The city
with
was
that
already under Zenobia's control.
just get the core
I
path
had
if
to
that's
admire her
anything.
efficiency. Reynardo shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them?
Yeah, why not?
But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
I'll be nice to her. Don't worry. I'm sure. They're not gonna, like, kill her or anything, probably. Oh, a bunch of dead bodies here. Guys just hanging out. Oh, you have collision. Oh, I thought I could just walk over you. Guess you don't want me walking over no dead bodies.
He needed some way to break the ice with this.
Yeah, it's the sword. I know. Trust me, I do know. I get it. But yeah, I'm wondering about some of the paths if we're gonna have to like replay levels. I'd rather we didn't replay levels, but you know, if it's how the path goes, perhaps we might have to, and that would be a shame. I'm sure there's probably
These
more
things could really use
paths
a
than
hand.
there are truth paths. Just like Shadow, you know, you only really need to beat Shadow like, what, 5 times? But then if you want to get all the paths, there's like 1,200 more paths to do. That's what it looks like here. I like it. I don't know if this is actually inspired by Shadow, but it does have that
So,
feel like it was.
What's this plan of yours? Use me as bait.
So
said
I'm very
Lapino.
curious if it
And
was.
he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lapino dressing as an old blind toad, and Reynardo hiding inside a monstrous watermelon.
Now, monstrous
What
in
could possibly
size
go
or
wrong?
monstrous in like
thought Reynardo.
mutated? Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Sounds funny.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lapino as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
I think this will be good. Okay, so now I can put my gem on.
Workbench. He could try out his new bling.
It's caused shield guards to drop their shields. That sounds great. Thank you. I have 2 more sockets? Wow. Ah. I'm 1 wind essence. 1 wind essence from away from it. That blows. Just 1 more and I could have the Void Blade. And then I could go through that. What if one of these
It wasn't his fault. They looked so
pots had
breakable.
1 wind essence? That would have been great. What if one of you was carrying 1 wind essence? That would also be quite good for me. Oh, holy moly. And now I don't even need to fuck around with the shield grunts because I can just get through. But I think the hook's good to have in case we find a gem later and it's like, oh, this gem's better. We haven't been using our, oh, we just passed a altar. I am not allowed back there. Never mind. And we haven't been using our sword power much, but destroyed 100 inanimate objects.
Reynardo felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Pino's idiotic plan worked.
Yeah.
Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese. The
Well,
net
Pino
dropped,
knows
and
what's
Reynardo
up.
jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. Reynardo, she said, are those new scars? They look good on you. You never return my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Oh, what does an imperial princess
It's
know about
just
style?
rude.
Oh, get a room, you two, said Lapino. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye, without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Ah, Lapino was right, Reynardo thought reluctantly. She knows things.
She knows
She
things.
recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators,
Just like,
aren't you?
Hope
She said,
in
wide-eyed.
X-Men.
And then she jumped with horror. Reynardo saw
Oh,
Zenobia
well,
plummeting.
she's
then
dead.
He saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lapino. You have to catch her.
Okay. Or I could go talk to those toads again. No, we're going to the Imperial Outpost. This looks just like that
Cats
place
can
were we
run
were talking to
faster,
the toads,
but
though.
foxes can run longer.
Right?
If you ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost.
Perhaps.
Well, he did love a good chase.
Okay, let's spend a good skill point here. Okay. See, that sounds good for combo bob, but we don't really combo bob a lot. I like the idea of having a little more stamina.
Better and better.
I think a little more stamina will do us good. I think the slowdown sounds interesting, but I don't particularly think we need it in this game. Like you just gotta hit X a lot in this game. It's a very simple combat style. I don't see a need to. No, we didn't mean to get this dash, but it's quite useful, huh? Just destroy everything we touch today.
Well,
Please
they
destroy
really
me.
Needed to redecorate
This way.
anyway.
Should I go that way or this way, you think? Where's this going? It's up somewhere. It's up more. Is this where you start the level from the other side? Oh, there's a hero door here. Okay. What's... Oh, there's some enemies. Okay. I guess that's something. Like, I could get the grab stuff, but we don't grab a lot either. Just they give upgrades. I think getting the raw stat upgrades is probably our best bet for the way we play. And another chest. Well, that was worth the trip. Even though it just gave me ore and not a single wind essence, which is all I need. I beg you for a single wind essence. Where am I?
He was closing on her.
Oh.
He could smell her fear. He tried
Wind?
not to think about the interrogators.
Oh, water's not bad, but
what did they do to
I
her?
really just need that
Maybe
single
it didn't
wind
have to end
essence.
that way. Maybe he could talk to her. But after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
I would really just like my single wind essence. I don't care about
A
any of
crafting
this
bench.
shit.
Reynardo wondered what he could make with it.
There's that thing. Just dash across. Just dash across, Reynardo. Okay. I can't make my water sword. That needs 6. So I could get 2 more water or 1 more wind essence and be able to make something. I bet that's all in that chest right there that I can't reach. Oh, what are you? You're new. Look like a bomb man? Yeah. Okay. So hit them, then run away. Oh, crap. Well, that's You guys want to walk towards that? Oh, you did. I don't know why you wanted to do that, but you sure did do it. So, I won't say no to that.
Reynardo reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her,
I guess now that
she
we
didn't
know
even
the
try to
length
run.
of a loop, we
Oh,
will
you left without saying
do this
goodbye.
whole loop.
Again, he said, "Please, I'm enjoying this a little too much." She
That
said,
makes
shaking.
sense, right?
"Ah,
I guess so.
there's the chance, would you?" said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Reynardo about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebel secret base. Reynardo didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Well, that's this is a decision, huh? I don't. I'm gonna take her to the rebel base. I think. Well, what? I feel like if we do this, she's just gonna betray us somehow. But maybe kindness. Well, this route is kind of based on kindness, right? Let's play kindness
Pulled
then.
away
Okay.
from the Nexus, Reynardo could see the fear in Zenobia's
Let's play on
eyes.
kindness.
"I
If this
can't
fucks
take
up,
you to those
then that's my
creatures
fuck
at the
up.
base," he whispered to Lapino. "Ah, you've gone soft. Soft in the head. We captured her for what she knows. I'll take her to the mountains. Tell all the horrible things the Emperor's done. Yeah, believe me, she'll turn." And he turned the wheel. "The hell you will!" shouted Lapino, and he grabbed the wheel back from him.
Oh,
The two
no.
of them wrestled for control of the ship. It shot off like a mad sparrow.
Well, this plan
Suddenly,
failed, huh?
Reynardo was falling.
Falling. Yeah, I don't know if this was the right choice now.
When he came to, Zenobia was standing over him.
I guess
"Why
that's the
didn't you
way
take
the
me to
game
base
was
to be
played, huh?
interrogated?" she demanded. "Do you know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't.
I'm just trying to be kind.
Go on then.
I showed
Hurry
him.
back to your raid.
I showed kindness. I
can't
showed a
stop
moment
you,
of
But
weakness.
strangely, she didn't. As Reynardo set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him. keeping just out of
Oh,
sight
she's
of
not
the
gonna
ravens.
actually follow us though. She's just gonna. Oh, that's it. Okay, that is our actual model. I was like, is she just left behind here? Or... but that is her. Confirmed. Confirmed.
Reynardo wondered,
Because
I
they're
believe,
furries.
people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
Please? Yes! Yes, the single wind essence I've needed for like 3 stages now. God. Damn. It took a while to get that. Hey, and bonus wind essence. Oh boy. Wind essence for days now. Can't get enough wind essence. But just the past stages, it was like, oh, I don't know, what was wind essence? We ain't got none of that. You want ore? And I'm like, I have ore. I don't mind more ore. That'll probably help down the road, but I need wind essence. Now I think I just need 1 water, and then we have all the swords, right? I think
As
so.
Reynardo stopped to sniff the wind, Zenobia came up, still mad. Did you really think you'd just talk me into betraying my father? Oh yeah, sure, that was exactly my plan. Then why aren't you even talking to me? Because I've never talked you into anything in my life. They're gonna court-martial you for letting me go. He caught a whiff of the Farfarer. Wet rope, tar, and a cask of Scobel ale he'd spilt last year. It was
You can
that way.
smell the cask? You can smell the ale? Oh, I guess he is a fox, huh?
Imagine getting a horse up in one of these things. It would be cursing a blue
You,
streak.
can you ride horse? You're a fox. Fox on horse? Wait, fox, mole, boy, horse? The Academy they're tormenting us once again? That's a real deep cut if you guys don't know your animated short winners. Oh, we wanted to get out to see the animated shorts this year again, but it didn't work out.
Reynardo had learned so much.
By which I mean the day we had finally planned it was like the week of daylight savings, and we were too tired when we woke up to try and go. Like they had like 1 showing at like noon, or well, too early for us o'clock at least. Especially after daylight savings, and we just could not get ourselves up in time. Oh, incandescence. Yeah, we sleep in a bit. I mean, our sleep schedules. Classic.
Hey, I got this friend who's a swamp.
Classic shut-in, disabled sleep schedule. We sleep quite a bit, and also we stay up quite a bit. Oofa! Doofa! Got 2. Okay, let's get you guys on fire. That'll help. I'll help thin you out some. Yeah, that did it. That was actually a real smart move on my part. I'm gonna pat my own back. Pat, pat. I actually did it. I don't think you could hear the sound of the patting, but I did do it. Oh, I should,
Smash.
I'm looking for health, man. It just needs some health, man. Please. Okay. There we go. Oh, you're destructible too. Don't want to really pass by anything that could potentially give me health. Gives me health. Gives me health. Truth be told, I'm full on health. So I guess I can stop smashing these things. I guess last time we also had the fatal error though, huh?
For real.
Can I? No.
Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secrets, he's regretting his suspicion.
What? Why are we regretting our suspicion? Oh, there's our ship. We have to
Sure
learn
enough,
something this
the
route, right?
Farfarer had crashed in some rocks. There was no sign of Lapino. Zenobia caught up. All that kid stuff in Swordfu school. Look, look, that's the past. We're adults now. We have duties to other people. We have destinies. What are you talking about? And you are the most arrogant, slow-witted, light-fingered, mercenary, immoral, reckless. Run away with me, said Reynardo, and he realized he meant it. What? Just like that? She demanded. I will, if you will.
Oh, well.
So she kissed him. And
I guess.
kiss he'd ever had.
I guess we just
They held
decided to
hands
fuck
as
everything
they boarded the Farfarer.
and
Reynardo felt light-hearted, like the wind
marry each other.
like a balalaika. But Lapino, I need to get back to Lapino, he said, suddenly realizing he could have been captured, a prisoner. He's not. How'd you know? He saw something in her eyes he didn't understand. He fell, didn't he? Into the abyss. She looked away.
Well,
Wouldn't
I
answer.
guess that
But then
makes
a bolt
sense.
smashed through the Farfarer's keel. The broken ship
Uh-oh,
plummeted out
not
of the
again.
clouds.
Where are we now?
Reynardo picked himself off the deck.
Crashed.
They were alive. We have to get to my private ship, she said. Do you trust me? I guess I must, he said. You go on ahead. Clear the path, she said. I can't kill my own soldiers.
I mean, you
He
could.
wanted to say that he didn't trust her, that he had no idea what he was getting into. But he had no choice, did he? He was following his heart.
Yeah, he's a
That's what it
hero.
means to be a hero. You had to follow
So
your
yeah,
heart.
let's get that. Okay, and then we need one more water essence, and we will have all the swords. So this makes you move and attack faster. That sounds pretty good. Like, oh, look at that speed. Yow! Fox on the run. Oh, and we can get through this. Oh, I think we have been here. I don't know. It all looks the same.
Ooh, what's there?
I don't know. What is there? Okay. Say, upgrade spot. I'll use that. What should I upgrade? What does this do? It just does more damage with the dash. Yeah. Can do more damage on counters. That's not bad. I could get plus 100% movement speed. That sounds very practical. I'll take it. Moving faster is always a good thing in games because
Why would anyone put his slinky collection in a strongbox? Thought
an
Reynardo.
extra gem.
Any magic slinkies? Oh, there was something else.
So slinkies exist in this universe, is what you're telling me. Oh, we're back on the... Yeah, okay, so we're at the fleet anyways. Okay. Interesting. That was a lot of planks. That one should have been a moving one. I wanted to see all the planks go away.
Strange to be so close to her. What are you thinking? He asked. I'm trying very hard not to think. Me too, he said. Up ahead, he could see the thin silver of Zenobia's personal ship. It looked fast. They would leave all this behind.
Oh boy. I'm gonna just leave it all. Goodbye, Zenobia. Ooh. Well, not goodbye, Zenobia. Goodbye, the Emperor, and... What is this kingdom called? Boreas? Is that this kingdom, or am I using a name from some other game we've been playing?
What else could you hook?
It's a good question. What else could you hook? Well, you could hook a fish. You could go fishing, Reynardo. Why don't you just leave it all behind and use your hook to go fishing? I think that sounds pretty good. Just the plank just. Oh crap, 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 crap. Okay, there we go.
Done beautifully. Where was a bard when you needed one?
Where was a bard when you needed one? Where have all the bards gone? They should make a tale about where the bards went, and it could be called A Bard's Tale. Ah! Kill me. Spin to win. I get Chivo for spinning my control stick enough? That's
Have you
amazing.
ever felt you were just going around in circles? Reynardo felt like that.
This game's so clever with some of its Chivos. Oh, more enemies. So are you like an ice warlock? Enchanter. Enchantment. Oh. Now we've... Okay, so that's all the enemy types then. That's a pretty good... I like the way they introduced more enemy types, though. Like, you don't even see all of them in your first loop. It's a neat way to make your game's difficulty, because it has to be kind of fluid. Decide what enemies you see by which loop you're on, instead of which level you're on, which could be inaccurate given
As they reached
how
her
many
ship,
loops you might have done.
Reynardo suddenly felt a sharp pain in his stomach.
Well,
He was
I see the
surprised
Chivo we got, so
crossbow
that kind of
bolt
spoiled
sticking
what
out
we're
of it.
about to see here.
I was gonna lead the Empire to our secret base, said Lapino.
Oh no.
No,
Lapino's
you've had
evil.
to screw up my plan because you've still got a thing for her.
Reynardo stared at Zenobia. The kiss. Was it real? She said, with a look of indescribable sorrow. She gestured and said an arcane word, and Lapino went flying into the abyss, screaming,
I'm telling your father!
Then she knelt down to cradle his head, and her paws felt very soft and warm.
One of the things with this and
Reynardo
Omen
stared
Sight
at the
is
book.
that their tone is very,
He was still alive. Again. And still only flying away from burning Ubar. Had he lived that adventure? Or only dreamt it? Had he really died?
the tone of their games is very
not like a
playful,
dream
but
at
it's
all.
also very
And he'd lost again.
serious at the same time.
He hated that.
But
But
Pino's a
He
traitor.
had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way. It was the book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing him different ways he could die miserably. Thanks a bunch, book, he thought.
Hey, it's
These were
different ways to
destinies
die,
that he
though.
did not have to fulfill. But he'd learned another true thing.
Yeah.
Lapino was a traitor. Reynardo had suspected there was something wrong with the mad rabbit. But now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
Okay, so that's... Oh, you can get a full summary? Oh, that's cool as hell. So it tells you the choices. Not take Zenobia to the interrogators. Hero who always follows his heart. So what was this one then? Hero who is willing to risk space, time, the universe, and everything if the odds are in his favor. Okay. I'm really liking this game. Like, Omen Sight, again, Omen Sight kind of builds on this in a lot of ways because it also does, like, time loopy, you have to find all the truth shenanigans, and it's definitely built a little more in terms of budget, but it feels very similar to this game. And like I was saying, they both have this tone where it's that playful, funny, furry animal style, but at the same time, once it gets down to it, it's like... Oh, so everything in the row brings you to this truth. So yeah, there's several ways we can get to each of these truths. So that's something about Zenobia, and I don't know what that is. It must be part of the Iblis. Wait, so with the shadow comparisons, are the Deaf Sonic fans because Iblis Trigger?
That meant there must be a destiny where he survived and won, right? Otherwise, what was the point?
I don't know.
And with that, the book's pages fluttered back once more to the beginning, and the clouds parted over the Isles
Yeah,
of Boreas.
Boreas. Boreas is
It
where
was
we are.
time to choose.
Okay, we just did
The
this.
rebellion.
I can't
was in
skip this, I
trouble.
don't think.
Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base.
I have
They
tried
needed
every
a
button.
game
I don't
changer.
think I could skip
Pieces
this.
of the Sky Ripper had
Yeah,
surfaced.
so we've gone that way.
Reynardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a
Yeah,
temple
we're
had risen
we're
out of
going
empty
to that
desert.
temple next
The
for
Emperor
sure.
had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Reynardo. And also, his old
And that's
friend
just
Latino
gonna lead
needed
us.
rescuing.
Yes, that
Of course.
was just gonna lead us
Reynardo
to
had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion.
the
But could
traitor
Reynardo
path.
really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
So yeah, these have their paths already, and they show them to you. So we have to go find the temple next. We gotta go find the Iblis stone next.
The island was windswept desert. No
I'm
one
just
went
getting
there except
I'm just getting in our
hostages
standard
and
start.
ostrich hunters.
You have a nose,
The
huh?
Iblis stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it,
I'm just
it
getting
must
to
be
this next
dangerous.
spot because
And so,
that
Reynardo
way
went
we could
ostrich
be
hunting.
ready for next time. Yeah, so next time we're going to go to the temple
Every child could
And
sing
we'll see.
verses about the sky.
where this route leads us. I'm pausing because he's gonna say things, but we're gonna hear them all next time. So, yeah, that's today's stories. I don't want to hear tomorrow's stories. I only want to hear today's stories. Anyways, this game's so cool. I love it. We will play more stories next time, and I guess we will have like 2 more videos for the paths. That's the paths, and then maybe a 3rd conclusion vid. I don't know. We'll see how this game goes, but we're really liking this. Yeah, but that's all for today, so we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.